He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
Were you able to pick up the new book?
Yes, the Manila Galleon was of particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got those too.
Extremely expensive, right?
No, can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. And it's stupidly big.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win. The quiz said find the zero, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's mine.
Fall back, you fools. I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you. Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go, but try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to, but you can try. What the hell? How did he do that?
Quiet, everyone. Benny's about to play for us.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Oh.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Nah, what a show.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, we will study
Look on your desk.
civilization.
I wrote you something.
We'll be learning everything we need to know about these civilizations. This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space. Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. It's that people who are in the past always remember. I don't know what I'm saying.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. And what's a better illustration of this point than Chloe's pathetic performance right there? If we do not keep an accurate account of the past, we are destined to embarrass ourselves in all sorts of ways. And now, on to what you've all been waiting for. Grades. Assessments.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
Definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
You are not my friend, by the way. Since you refused to help me in class, I decided our relationship is purely transactional. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use Tickle Stick. Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though. I'll actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard. Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough. I look so ugly. Ugh.
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Birch. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something. It's just, you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco. I want you at a place where people really get you.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
Ah, and who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
I understand he's very difficult.
Yes. Taciturn is the word I use.
Taciturn. Yes. People have described me that way, if you can believe it.
Oh, I would never say that about you.
Thank you. I wouldn't either.
You seem very warm. Very caring. As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that. What was that? Was that the piece? What is going on with you these days? I barely know whose kid you're supposed to be. Oh my God, Benny! What are you thinking? You could have killed us. Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice. Oh my God. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Oh, he's fine. Just let him talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're completely checked out of.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Maybe
Did I just
am
cause
a
a
little
fight
checked out,
with your
but
parents?
I actually think the
I'm
fact
sorry,
that I'm
dude,
checked out means
but
that
you
there's
should
some
also
kelp
cherish
for the ocean
these
here a little
moments.
bit.
My mom and dad used to fight, and I would always hate it, but now I actually miss it a lot. Anyway, so basically across the board, crustacean types perform well against mollusk types. So we got to be leaning on lobster a lot more in these reef battles. Then, once we get to the trench, we'll be facing what they call craniate types, so chondric types will be what we need. But we haven't even gotten any of those yet. Anyway, it's all pretty complicated, so we can go over it in history class tomorrow. But listen, I definitely don't want you to play without me, but if you do end up playing without me, spend as much time as possible in the red reef, because that's supposedly where you can find these chondric types, which we're for sure gonna need. But we'll talk more tomorrow, okay? Okay, I gotta go.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and she's got...
Mr. Kid.
That's a she,
That's
the head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus, though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment.
Ew. Why is he so scared looking?
Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of shoulder.
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this with no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Huh. No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me. Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear. Why, he's marvelous. How did you ever train such a young boy to play like that?
If he doesn't let you in after that, I'm not even sure I'd want you at that school. And I could tell you were having so much fun up there. You rehearsed enough that it felt completely unrehearsed. I'm telling you, if we get you into a school like that, there's no knowing what adventures your future might hold. God, it's exciting.
Sounds like you really nailed it, kiddo.
It's not a matter of him nailing it. He sounded like a professional musician at 11 years old.
Now that's your mother saying that. You know, she doesn't consider kids to be professional musicians.
Because they're not.
What are you talking about?
Performers, yes. Musicians? No, they are not musicians.
Destroyer Tour, Anaheim, July 81. I'm telling you, Ace Frehley was conjuring spirits.
You should have seen the look on that old jerk's face when he realized what he had on his hands.
You think he was impressed?
Richard! His dentures nearly fell out. His mouth was open so wide.
So what? Our kid's a prodigy?
I don't like that word. He sounded pretty good. That's all I'll say.
It sounds pretty goddamn prodigal to me.
How many beers have you had, Richard?
Just enjoy the beautiful night, will you?
Oh, I am. Believe me, I am.
We should do this more often.
Oh, trust me, I know. With summers like this, we should be doing this every night. Why don't we do this every night? How do you know?
Well, I'm sure it's up to us.
I know, but we won't. I know we won't. We're never gonna be as smart as we are right now.
You know, I never told you. You don't have to open it right now if you don't want to.
What do you mean? Of course he wants to.
I just don't want him to feel pressure.
Sure. What does it say?
Give him time to read it.
Why are you being silent, Ben? What's it say?
Don't pressure him. He'll tell us once he's ready to tell us. Hey, that's the main thing. It's just a school. It's nothing life or death.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would have been a great opportunity, but it's nothing life or death at the end of the day.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
Just such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really